parkour back to my mountain. Interesting place to live. Wait, oh god, there's a targer. A targer? There's a targer. Beware the targers. Where am I? Jeez, what am I doing? Oh god damn, the bees. The nasty, nasty bees. Oh my god, this blood. Does it tell me what it's from? No. Darn. And I wish you could just it would just get over. Ew! Ew! Oh, that's a scorpion. Oh my god. From this angle, I thought that was his head. And it was. Oh my god, that would be horrifying. Oh my god, that was. Yeah, my god, that would have been terrible. I'm so glad it was a scorpion instead. That would have been disgusting. Oh my, that would have been just. What is this? Found new mushrooms. Found new shrooms. These fucking picks, get those out of the way. Don't need those goddamn picks. What the heck? Can't believe I just started making picks. There's, I need sheep, that's right. I just need like one more, and I have a bed. Come here, sheep. I'm not killing you based on your color, I swear. What the heck? Did it give... It gives me lamb! It gives me lamb, that's great! I just didn't even care about that cat. It gives me lamb, that's what that is. Is that Yifyat? That's a duck. You're not Yifyat. Barley. Oh, barley's nice, I should keep that though. God damn. Oak sapling, I want an oak sapling. It's a horse, I don't want that. Wait, oh my god, lady glitch. Let's see. Well, I'm a fox, so I guess I do want the horse, but you know, in a bit different of context than the mod allows you. Just a bit. Just a tad. And that would be quite the Minecraft mod. Why is it lagging? Oh yeah, so when it was crashing last time, that was in fact the mod's fault, not mine. It was because I reported that. I mean, again, I was saying, I was like, how's my mate playing this? I mean, his computer's not as good as mine, yet mine's crashing. And it's like, oh, I was just hoping it was only doing that for me, so I guess he was a problem. I came up the other side this time. Not that it matters, but, you know. Yay. Oh yeah, I have wolves. Totally forgot. How dare I? What do I need to make? I put this in the chest, all this junk. Oh my god. Look at this, there's too much stuff. Oh yeah, and this flint and steel is, spawned in and it didn't even work, so. Oh, can I cook mutton chops and don't I have pork chops somewhere? Huh. This just... Huh. Do I have coal? I thought I might... Yep, there you. I have no idea what I just said. I sort of combine things. Well, let me, before I do that, let me test if I can... Wait, can I? Oh, yeah, it's going. Raw mutton. Lamb is good. I'm glad you can eat lamb now. I'm so glad. Because, I mean, that's food, and I've had it in real life, and the fact that I can't have it in a video game, it's dumb. Oh, are you telling me that one sheep didn't drop any... Are you telling me that the fucking sheep didn't drop any wool? I have... Oh, hey. I can make another furnace. I can actually make 2 other furnaces. Living the high life. Living the high life. Oh, yeah, and I have some more stuff to smelt. Give me that. And, oh, wait. I thought I was clicked into the wrong thing. I was not. Contrary to popular belief of myself. Why do I even have an armor bar? There's nothing on me. Interesting. I need another... God, oh my god, it's getting night again. I need a lamb. I need a lamb, help me. Help me, I need a lamb. I need a sheep. Help me. Sheep, please. Please, sheep. I just need to kill you. Don't take it I probably didn't get the sheep because I didn't have any room in my inventory, and I assumed I did, and I didn't. Yes, die by poison, I guess I shouldn't care. Yes, I have 3. I have 3 now. Let's go. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let's do the fork and the garbage disposal. Let's do the fork and... Oh, speaking of which, my favorite news source is probably BBC, because they're completely unbiased, it seems. It's pretty awesome. They're pretty cool. But another one of my favorite news sources is Russia Today. Because they're very, they're not as full of crap as the Western media tends to be. And you know, they also, see, here's the thing about them. They're not called Russia Today just because they happen to be from Russia. They have our studios. They have like one in London and DC, and one in Israel. I forget what the city's called. There's like no room for this in here. I'll just lay it next to the furnaces to keep me warm. But the thing is, they are an autonomous non-profit organization. So you're probably wondering, okay, how exactly is a news station non-profit? And why does it have to say that they're autonomous? You know, isn't that already sort of clarified? Well, I don't know, maybe. But the thing is, they are actually funded by the Russian government. Yeah, they're actually now that's why they're non-profit, actually, because they don't do what they do to get ads. They're on a salary. It's not dictated by how well their network does. They don't have to do well. They just get paid to report the news. And this is actually a good thing in a way. It's a good thing in a way because that means they have to do anything for ad revenue. When you do the news for ad revenue, you report stupid shit that nobody should care about. People do care about it, but they shouldn't. And it's pretty stupid. I don't like that, how people just the news reports the dumbest things. I mean, I was over at Sam's house once and CNN was on in the background. They would not shut up about the baby, the royal baby. They would not. On and on and on, endlessly, they're on about it. I was just, I mean, how long could they keep going? I actually think I'll make an iron axe before I make a sword with these trees around here. But I mean, I was just thinking, why and how do you just keep going and keep talking? I mean, you don't ever get tired of talking about this royal baby. And it's like, this isn't even real news. I mean, I'm not even British. This really does not concern me. I think it's stupid that you're bothering to report on this. So I was like, okay, well, I like Russia Today. What are they doing? Obviously, I didn't, compared to BBC, obviously, they would be covering it, and rightfully so, because they are actually British. I was like, well, what's Russia Today doing? Because, I mean, this isn't really, oh gosh, because this isn't really, it shouldn't be their concern. It doesn't matter. There's much more important things they could be reporting on. I mean, just a giant list of possible things that are more important. And I went to their mobile app, which I have, and, to no surprise, they're reporting real news, hard news. They're not, pointless crap. It's, all important world issues, and not, not Western centric, like, Western media tends to be. Not entirely Russian centric either. Of course, they report Russian news more than most people because they are, in fact, Russian. That would, make sense. As I said, BBC, that would make sense for them to report on the baby because they are British, Obviously, that's perfectly reasonable, makes sense. But the thing is, again, they're funded by the Russian government. Now, they are autonomous, it says. So, theoretically, what happens is, oh my god, it's a wait, I think you can tame these now, actually. Holy shit. I think you can actually tame them. I need to get one of those horses, that's how you tame. So anyway, they're autonomous, which means they're independent. They do what they want. So, theoretically, despite getting a salary from the Russian government, they should be able to do whatever they please. And they seem to have pretty great reporters. I mean, Larry King actually has his own program on there. And there's this lady, Abby Martin, on RT America. She has a program called Breaking the Set, and that's phenomenal. It did grow! Oh, that's awesome. I can make this place lush and beautiful and whatnot. That's great. I'll look at it. It's on my map. Anyways, where is it? Let me get these hard saplings. I guess I need to clear. I'll do that later. Where are my bones? Oh, I don't have any. Darn. I guess I'll go, clear out the area then. Might as well. So, but again, it is it is Russia after all, so even though theoretically they should be able to get their fixed salary from the government and be able to do what they want to do, but do they? Well, people say that it's a propaganda mouthpiece for the Kremlin, but the thing is, it doesn't always quite seem like it, because there are very liberal people, and the thing, my opinion, is that when they do report on Russian politics and Vladimir Putin and stuff like that, they're not as critical as they should be, or as they would probably like to be. But what I say, they are in favor of him and everything that he does and whatnot. I would say not quite, but there's an interesting example brought up, and it was, well, at first I was told they were banned from talking about gay rights, and I was like, are they? I feel like I've heard it mentioned a little bit. I'm not so sure, so I looked it up. Actually, I found, wasn't it growing? I don't see where. I guess. Oh, here it is. And first of all, there's this. They're talking about Bradley Manning, and they invited this one reporter on. He was a gay reporter. They've had gay guests before. That itself is not a big deal, but he hijacked the conversation, and started talking about the oppressive laws in Russia against LGBT people, and was saying, "Why aren't you reporting on it?" And the response was sort of, okay, valid point, but you're not here to talk about that. Like, you're derailing us on purpose. Don't. I don't think they were really sure how to react. They didn't just, stop the show, though, go off air. But eventually he left. He put on gay pride suspenders while there. I mean, he just immediately started ranting and whatnot, but, the thing is, and he was like, nah, man, you're come on the station to fuck with the Russians. And I was like, that seems just mean-spirited. I mean, and you kind of prove their point that they later made, because they, inspired him to actually, talk about this, he, complained about it, take that into consideration, let's have a panel about it. And they actually invited him back, and he was like, no, because me going on there would make it seem like they're a legitimate news source, and they're not, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, man. If you say so. So, I mean, they have it back on. They're like, okay, you want to talk? Just, not now. Off topic, here we go. Here's a panel later. Want to come back on? Okay, no? Well, then, that's rude. They actually said it was the third time they talked about it, and that's not particularly a lot, considering you are the country that the thing is happening in, and you should be talking about it a whole lot. Well, supposedly you should. I think so. Perhaps, I mean, they do focus on a lot of more government stuff, foreign relations, and I guess human rights issues have never really been the forefront of any of their reporting. It's been more about governments and stuff, not exactly about rights of people within that government. Not always. Not that that's really an excuse for only 3 times, but I'm just saying that I guess that is something you could say. I'm not sure if I would completely agree with that argument I just made up. Anyway, it was like a 20-something minute long segment, and they had a gay person who's been living in there in Moscow for years, and a popular Russian LGBT rights activist. I believe he was the same one who said that people protesting Russian vodka pouring in the streets and stuff, that they were not really helping the cause, that they wouldn't really affect much, it wouldn't really help change much. That's not the best way to go about it. I believe that's who he was. They had some bitch lady who was one of their reporters. I did not like her. She was a bitch. She seemed way too uncritical of the law. Did not seem very critical of it at all. Then there's the moderator guy who seemed pretty neutral. He definitely recognized that the law and the attitude towards gays is definitely a problem. But the thing is, I mean, they all recognize. They also had a guest on from London who was a gay person. He shared his story. When he was in Moscow and whatnot. He of all people did not sugarcoat it all, which is why I'm about to get to, is that they're sugarcoating the situation. Basically, it was yes, it's very bad. Yes, the law is unjust, and people get arrested and stuff, and people are lured into beatings and stuff. But it's actually not that bad. There is no but. They're trying to say it's the video is called is it dangerous to be gay in Russia? And their verdict was no. But essentially, you can make that for any country on Earth. You can make that for Uganda. It's not dangerous to live in Uganda if you're gay. You just make sure absolutely no one knows ever. Like that's you can make that argument, and technically it would be right. Then it would be safe, at least in that aspect. In other aspects, it may be, but for that reason specifically, would not make you unsafe, so long as you just never did. And this one was, you can't talk about it, and propaganda is what it says, and that's very vague. And it was sort of, this is bad, but it's not bad. Basically, they're saying people are using it as a scapegoat for anti-Russian sentiment. And which is why I was saying that guy earlier sort of proved their point on that by saying, nah, man, I just come on here to fuck with the Russians. That sort of proves their point that, do you actually have an argument against us, or are you just looking for reasons to hate us? I think that's stupid, though. They're saying there. It's stupid. It's not right. That's not why they're doing it. The argument would be, the part was, it's also bad in other countries. They actually compared it to the US and Britain, and it was like, just this year, hate crimes against LGBT people in New York City has risen 70%. You see, the thing is, though, there aren't laws saying they can't, publicly express themselves. Our president says that nobody should fear walking down the street holding the hand of the person they love, yet in Russia, that would be illegal. There's complete polar opposites there on that issue. Really not a comparison of, oh, hey, they're kind of similar, you see? And the thing is, they're charged for those crimes. They are charged for hate crimes. There is no hate crime laws that are ever applied to the people that do these atrocities to LGBT people in Russia. The police just don't care. There was that one guy from London on their panel who was saying that. He was saying, I got punched in the face by these neo-Nazis that the police let through their wall. They're supposed to be keeping me a guest, a foreign guest, a reporter, and a fairly important person visiting here. They're supposed to keep me safe, and they didn't. They let people through and attack me, and then they actually arrested him for whatever reason. He was detained, and the people who attacked him, they completely got away with it. New York City might have some assholes who try and do similar stuff, but they're arrested. If there's a police line, they're not going to get through it. We have some pretty corrupt police officers, but I think something like that would not just happen. Hopefully. It's not a fair comparison. Britain was basically the same. Basically the same thing. That's okay, sure, but they're charged with the crimes. The police don't just let it happen. And you also don't say, up 70% from what? Something that irks me a lot is that people don't have a decent grasp of statistics. It's up 70% from what? You could say that the same kind of hate is not up where you live in Moscow. But then again, where was it in the first place? Where has it risen that much? Or possibly it's fallen just a tad. From where? With no starting numbers, it makes the comparison even more unfair. Now, I understand them being patriotic. I think patriotism is actually really stupid, but, I'll give them a break. Everyone's going to be patriotic. I'm not going to expect them to be different for no apparent reason. But defending stuff that just can't be defended, like, and making completely unfair comparisons. Now, to be fair, they never upheld the law, but, you know, they never said it's good, but they're trying to say that Russian society isn't as terrible as you think it is. The thing is, though, I don't even remember, this might have been from one of their own articles, that, I mean, only 21% of the entire population holds a liberal viewpoint on those areas. Why is there an X on that spider? Why is there so much lag? Oh my goodness. I mean, it's just, that was definitely, basically, I mean, they're all, other than that one lady, I'm not sure about her, she seemed like a bitch, but they seem pretty, oh hey, goats. Shmam Kid would be happy. Just kidding. Haha, you wouldn't be happy at all. That was horrifying. Oh yeah, purple tree. Saints Row tree. I want to see a Saints Row tree. Oh god. Geronimo. Cause that was pretty unfair. It was, some of the guys agreed with, but I mean, they're sugarcoating it too much. They're trying to say, it's not that bad. It doesn't, you know, look at this country. No. Just don't do that. Why? What? Oh, temper doesn't work on this, oddly. Just don't do that. If that's not what you should be doing. What is this? Project Red Exploration. Magenta stained leaf. Can I should go get some shears. Do I have any? I smelted iron, it's back there. So, where was it? Don't even bother. You know, we're not as bad as this country, for example. Who cares? That's besides the point. That's off topic. That's your own scapegoat. You know, pointing fingers at our scapegoats, which aren't. That's your own. You know, we're not that bad. That's stupid. Don't even bother. Oh my god, what the hell? That's terrifying. A jumping creeper. I don't know what mods that's from, but don't bother comparing yourself to other countries. That's not the point. The point is that's the wrong law. The social situation around it is wrong. That's all you need to look at. That's all you need to analyze. What? You don't need to say, we're not quite as bad as this country, no? Or, you know, this our country isn't perfect either. I mean, that's not, they're true things to say. I don't think, I mean, maybe the Netherlands is a perfect example of the country supporting LGBT rights, but that's not, you know, just look at yourself independently and criticize yourself. Don't say, you know, we're not as that bad, we're not as bad as this thing. That's besides the point. The point is that you are bad, not as bad as this or not as bad as that. That's off topic, that's distracting from what's actually important to talk about. And how the hell is, what am I doing? Trying to walk around here. That's their own scapegoat that they're using there. That was definitely wrong. So are they? Geez, I'm really got down the mountain. So are they Russian propaganda? If they were, like, they would be even more supportive. But perhaps it's because they're trying to paint a liberal or unbiased picture of themselves. And if so, then I guess they're doing a good job. I mean, can you really discredit... I mean, people discredit everything the network says, some of them, and it got banned from our news. And for no real reason. I mean, it was BS, and then RT basically called them out, and like they didn't really have a reason for banning us. And Abby Martin was saying that censoring, you know, this media. I mean, even if you do think it is propaganda, and there are people saying this too, it's not your right to say whether people should be able to look at it or not. I mean, if you're really going to be that uppity about it, the only news source you should use is BBC, and even then that'd be controversial, because if everything just has to be perfect and never have any hint of bias ever whatsoever, or patriotism or of their country, whatever it may be, I mean, how... there should be a lot more. I mean, you should allow Fox News, for example. Yet that's fine. That's pro-American propaganda. That's certainly biased. That's, you know, the GOP propaganda mouthpiece. You could say all those things. Yet that's not banned from our news. So, you know, You see what I'm saying here? Like, even so, form your own opinions of them. Go ahead. I can't even really tell how many hearts I have, quite honestly. I feel like I'm near dead, but I can't tell. This comes with this, by the way, this thing. So let me go back to here. It just makes some stuff look cooler. God damn, it's lag. Oh, okay, yeah, my health is fine. Shutting down internal server, are you kidding me? What? It stopped recording! Why would you... God damn this mod. Oh, let me just make sure that I actually recorded all of that, because I was talking about some serious shit right there, man. Okay, where was I? Okay, so what I was saying is that people can form their own opinions on news sources, but what am I trying to say? But banning one because you think it may be biased is stupid. And die. Oh jeez. Lag. Yeah, let's harvest all these leaves because they're pretty. I'm actually getting them. Yeah, awesome. I don't know what these are really for, honestly. I'll get the point of them. But anyway, the thing is, someone brought this up to me as if, well, they assumed I didn't know. They're pretty condescending in this conversation, to be honest. I told them to stop being... they're being a rude prick, like, let's be honest. And they usually are when talking to me. I don't know why. But they're the mate of one of my friends, so I'm obliged to be friends, I guess. So anyway, despite him being condescending, like he is to, I guess, everyone who disagrees with him, apparently. It's not like Twitter people ever fucking watch this video, like they're gonna give a shit. Well, Mythic, that doesn't make it better. I don't care. I'm complaining about them for good reasons. Do you think me calling them out for being condescending doesn't make them being condescending any better? Anyway, I'll get all these leaves. Leaves. The game sapling to that? I do have a sapling. Awesome. Sweet, and the sun's going down. Don't let the sun go down on me. Okay, let's get these pumpkins. Oh my goodness, horse. Calm yourself. Okay, I'm gonna kill this thing. I don't want to do this. Don't make me do this. Oh, God, poaching. Oh, poaching. So, I don't know. Hopefully I can get back up this time. I'll just build up. Clearly walking around is not a good strategy. Alright, let's go. Jeez, it seems to get night so fast. Just all of a sudden, oh, it's night. Just instantaneously night. God, I keep thinking I see things. I see dead people. Oh, iron. I don't really have time to get it. Climb. Ugh. So strenuous. So, anyway, he brought that it was created to paint a better picture of Russia. But the thing is, that's a slight misinterpretation. It is to... I mean, well, first of all, think of what you're assuming. You're assuming that they cannot be a legitimate news source because they are Russian and they're all barbaric fuckwads. Now, are most Russians fuckwads? I think it is actually safe to say so, considering the types of laws they have and how much support these types of laws have. So, considering, though, again, only 27% are of the liberal persuasion that the law is wrong. And even then, these reporters were sugarcoating it, either because they didn't want to get in trouble. Again, I think I was saying before that there is, obviously going to be corruption, even though they're supposed to be autonomous, that could be not so, and they could be having to refrain from certain things because somebody higher up might not like it. Which is a sad reality, and I seem to be out of room. Oh, that's not good. I have to expand this house. Oh my god, you're still here. Raising your tail. Are you sure? I don't want to kill you, it's just the gift, but you chose the hard path. Actually, no, you didn't chose the hard path. You chose the it wasn't the hard path. Hard path is not quite the right word to use there. let me cut this down. Let me go plant this first. I'll probably just replant that tree instead of what I'm about to do. I'm just reshaping this. Put it on this. Wait. Put that dirt block there. I'll put it there. Look at this tree. It's beautiful. So what I'm saying is that it was designed to do two things. To give Russia itself a better picture of itself, a news outlet it can be proud of, journalism from its perspective, and, you know, also sort of bring together the east and west ends of Russia, because it's a big country, and apparently those ends aren't... That gives me a shit ton of saplings. Oh my god, no wonder. Holy crap. Do you see how much... Oh my god. I need another axe, but jeez. So it's designed to give a better... say my thought process, or... Do I have any sticks? Nope, I'll just take this oak wood then. And... What the... I forgot to refine it first instead of a barricade. It's not what I wanted. Oh, here's some already refined wood. Right, there we go. Yep, I dropped one piece. Get in there. Up and save with the wolf pelt. Can either of these get in there? Oh, darn. Snowballs. Anyone needs these. Okay, where the heck did my iron go? I need the iron. What am I doing? Jeez. Okay, so. Anyways, designed to give them a better picture of themselves. And it was also designed to give the rest of the world a better idea of themselves, or a picture, because... And again, these kind of people sort of prove their point that your perception of them is unfavorable, and possibly wrongly so. Again, assuming they're not good people, it's probably a decent assumption, but assuming that the news station is full of not good people without really looking into it, yeah, that's kind of... That's not... That you shouldn't do. I mean, I was kind of confused when I heard of Russia today, because I saw them on YouTube. I was looking at VidStatsX, and they're, you know, something most subscribed, and top 400 or 500 or something, and it was RT, and it's like retweet, and, you know, what's that mean? And it was like, why? I mean, why is that channel? I know what retweet means, but why is it a channel? What's going on here? And it was like, oh, it's Russia Today, and I was like, huh, how interesting. And I think they poured down the NSA and Snowden and Manning and much more important, crucial topics, much more critical of, you know, American and other governments, and American and other governments would like to be critical of themselves. Because the same criticism just goes back the other way towards Russia, but in a more, I guess, unjustified way in some aspects. Because I think these guys are completely solid reporters. It's like, so you trust them even though it's funded by the Kremlin. Well... Do you trust your toilet to flush, even though it's I don't even know. About to say something about taxes. I don't know. I'm trying to think of... Well, see, the thing that controls them is the Russian equivalent to the telecommunications agency for the U.S. And they control... What do they control specifically? Well, I mean, this telecommunications agency, they write paychecks. Supposedly, that is what all they are supposed to do. Is that all they do? I don't know. Perhaps not. That's all they're supposed to do. And that's not even like, you know, Putin. That's the fucking radio communications or whatever agency. That's unimportant. Just that's not, you know, it's not direct Vladimir Putin signing the checks for Russia today. It's some random ass dude in the telecommunications agency. Yeah, I try to look at reading more on it, but the Wikipedia article is so scarce because nobody fucking cares about Russia's telecommunications agency. Who's gonna write a Wikipedia article on that? But that's who funds them. That's where it comes from. But it's just, I think by being a more liberal, critical, legitimate news source, it does give them a better picture. That's a good way to give yourself a better picture. But you know, people just still refuse to take it seriously no matter what. And you know, in some aspects, I totally get that. Again, there's corruption, so you know, just writing a paycheck, absolutely nothing else. You know, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter, you know, we don't care, just, you know, here's the paycheck, just, you know, keep on keeping on, and your mere existence, whatever you happen to report on, is beneficial for us, because we're happy to have a news station of any kind. Yep. Again, it is quite possible that that's not how it is, that it is, here's what to report on, here's what not to report on, stuff like that. I mean, it's not like we don't have news. Well, the person I was talking to said, not seeing American news agencies are any better or worse, which is one way to, okay, I forget it, as long as you're not singling them out specifically. Hello, Cloud. Because about this, I mean, I have a book, I haven't read it yet. It's called Atheists in the Foxhole. It's not erotica, as I'm sure you all would assume and were hoping for, but it is about a atheist liberal guy who worked at Fox News for like years. I mean, and just on the back, I mean, there are certain things you're just told, yep, do not mention that ever whatsoever, just not allowed here in Fox News. It's so, I mean, American media is definitely no better. So definitely no better, definitely worse, I'd say. Well, I suppose that, you know, is it worse or is it just roughly on par? I suppose that's a debate that could be had, certainly. Okay. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Where do I want my house to be? Well, I like where it is, just... Let me cut this down. This is... this freaking thing is in the way. Is it gone? I don't even know. They all make the same sound. Actually, I could get my shears that I don't have on me. And I could... Aha. And could get these leaves. So I know what the moral of that story is after all this talking. Don't. Russia Today is a pretty good news source. It's, again, that blind patriotism trying to defend anything your country does, that's always bad, but I suppose, I guess everyone does it, but I mean, it's still bad. You still shouldn't be doing it, but I suppose you can't avoid it, is what I'm saying. It's definitely a point of criticism, but is it a point of, well, go watch this instead because it's going to be any better because everyone's going to be patriotic. I'm trying to formulate my thoughts here. And again, like, I mean, RT America, again, they have, most of their stations aren't in Moscow, their headquarters is, but I mean, DC, London, wherever in Israel, which I think is actually cool. They have an office there to help report and stuff there, because I mean, there are a lot of photo issues on there, and they report on a lot of them. It's very nice because, I mean, it's not so commonly ignored, because, you know, we're Americans and, you know, we're the best. We don't care about anyone else. We don't need to learn about them, whatever. You know, that it seems that's what the mindset is. That's what I would say it is.